Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe the Chocobo here, and welcome back to ARK. As you can see here, a rather unfortunate thing has happened. We unfortunately no longer have the beavers here. I guess they still despawn, even from that distance, which is honestly kind of surprising. I'm going to be completely honest here. I did not expect them to despawn right there. I felt like that was a good, reasonable location that wouldn't have them despawn on us, but I guess they do. So I'm wondering if maybe, and just maybe, we have to maybe build it in the water, this one. I think this might be like a region-specific thing, or maybe it's just not even possible on the server. I don't know. I'm actually even starting to wonder, maybe they patched it. Maybe there's something that they ended up doing which removed the ability for you to actually do that version of farming. So I'm admittedly a little bit concerned, right? Because my immediate thought is, I felt like that spot was so close to where we had seen some beaver homes before that I just don't know. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense to me at any level as to why they would despawn. But regardless, we'll let that be. We're not going to worry about that right this particular moment. Instead, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something rather simple, but something that's rather important, which we haven't actually done because, you know, I'm so on top of my stuff, man, you wouldn't even believe. But we're gonna go ahead, drop off this leech blood, and then after we drop off the leech blood, what? Okay, that's in my greenhouse. I just can't see the greenhouse yet. We are going to set up a defense area, and by defense area I mean I'm going to put down some plant species X kind of around and about in this area, and I think that is something that is very much worthwhile and a good investment, because that's going to make it so we don't have to worry about things kind of romping around quite as often. A little bit of defense perimeter will be fine. We don't hunt dinosaurs near our base anymore, so that shouldn't be an issue either. Something that will be in pretty good shape. But let's go ahead and drop this in. These guys spoil in like 7 hours, 6, I don't know, some ridiculous number of hours. And now it will spoil in 24 days. So one could say that will last us a good time. We, of course, never actually upgraded up to the ramshackle boots, which are actually a fair bit stronger, so I'll upgrade that now. And then let's go ahead and repair our armor, because they did take quite a beating, actually, over the time. I think the Banter Rays, honestly, did the most out of everything. But you can see here, even this blue chest, it's really not as bad as it could be for the cost. And this is why we don't use riot gear. Riot gear is just so expensive comparatively, it's borderline senseless to do that, so we're not going to worry about it. I do need to, of course, find the plant species X, which there they are. You see? Sometimes there's a brain in there. Sometimes. Just a little bit of them. Alright, so first thing is first, I'm going to load these up near the greenhouse. That's what we're going to use those 3 different little crop plots for, because this is a hot spot. This is a hot spot for where sarcos pop up and cause problems and a whole bunch of other junk. So I'm going to go ahead, plant 1 plant species X in each. I do believe I have some fertilizer. Yep, I do have some fertilizer in here. That will get them going. I'm going to go ahead and take the Sava root out. Actually, let's even just throw them away. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that into there as well as putting in another fertilizer. And then, of course, this last guy over here, which I suppose I should do the fertilizer first. And then we can do the plants, and actually drop plant species X. Just 1 will do the trick, and there we go. And this is all, of course, irrigated already, so we don't have to worry about water. Now, my understanding of plant species X, they did change it up a little bit, right? So one important thing that some people have recommended, like, why don't you just put, like, turrets and stuff on top of your Brontos or your Quetzals or your Mosasaur or whatever? That would make it so much easier. And you used to be able to do that, but they actually removed the ability to do so, unless you mess around with, like, the config, I believe. So you can't actually do that anymore. Instead, what you need to do is you can only put on, like, manned things on there, and I think that's a fair balance. Plant species X specifically, they are actually a little bit different in that they are plant species X is, I'm trying to think of how to express this. They consume fertilizer per shot, I think. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that's the way they work, is that they either operate on a per shot basis or something, but basically the only thing that you have to immediately worry about whenever you're messing around with plant species X and having them sit around and fire a whole bunch of shots and whatever else, is you just have to make sure that you got yourself a good amount of fertilizer so they can kind of sustain themselves through the shots. It's actually a really, really good thing. It's it kind of keeps it balanced, I think, a little bit more, because I think that what people were finding was that plant species X was like a little bit on the OP side of things, because it was just like LOL, like plant a crop plot, put this on, and like infinite turret for days, whenever the next kind of available turret was nothing like that. Okay, that was kind of strange. And ooh, already prepared all that fertilizer for me. Good boy. Some more poop for you. And off to the work you go. So that should take care of our fertilizer needs for the time being. Now I'm going to need some good bits of wood and stone. So we might have to end up using the Doedicurus for this. But we should be fine. And these Giga Eggs, I would love to know if these things have an actual purpose. I don't know what they do. I don't think they do anything, as a matter of fact. I'm not 100% sure like what they're meant to do, but as far as I can tell, they don't do jack squat. They just kind of lumber around and just don't do anything. They just are really, really large, and they just occupy a whole bunch of weight. That's literally what I understand the case to be for that. I've yet to find anything. But we'll see. We'll see how this all goes down. And as for, so someone just recommended, why don't you just put some plant species X, why don't you surround the plant species X with spike traps and stuff, or not spike traps, whatever, spike walls or whatever it's called. And the answer to that, the short answer is, we could. Nothing really prevents us from doing that, but I just don't see the point. I'd rather them have enough shots that creatures that run up to it get absolutely destroyed. That's what I would prefer to see. So that's kind of how I'm prioritizing at the moment. Alright, let's go ahead and put that into there. Alright, cool, it's already growing. You're in love, but you're not attacking me. How odd. Alright, well, whatever the case may be. We're gonna go ahead and collect this stuff, I guess, by hand. Ain't no harm in it. Oh, there's the other copy. You're gonna start attacking me yet? Okay, 3. 2 is a... what was it? 1 is... I forgot what the... 3 is a crowd, that's all I remember. I don't remember the saying. I don't remember the adages, guys. I am a dum-dum. I don't remember. Alright, let's go ahead and sweep up some stone. And we should be well on the way. Alright. Okay, now let's see here. We got ourselves now just a requirement for wood. 80 wood should be easy peasy. I think what we want to do is we want to put 3 at any given location. That is what we'll aim for, so. Yeah, stone is going to clearly be the big drain here. Alright, crop plot. Let's put you down. And then we'll just kind of flop you on over. Now you can water these with like your water bottles and stuff like that. So I think we actually should get a glass bottle at some point. Yeah, we need a Doedicurus. This is going to take 5 ever unless we have a Doedicurus here. So let's go ahead and grab the Doedicurus. I don't really think it's necessary for us to get your boy out here. Although now I think about it, I don't even know where that your boy is at the moment. But we should be fine. So my goal here is I just want to kind of proof the area around this base. And then by the end of the episode, I do want to try to put fence foundations and stuff and reset up the whatchamacallit. I want to reset up the beaver farm once more. I know we've struck out twice now. I'm hoping that the third time's the charm. That spawning thing, that despawn really is throwing me off. I honestly thought they wouldn't despawn, but they just keep despawning so crazily. I just can't keep up. Alright, let me go drop these eggs off as well, because these eggs are ridiculously heavy. Okay, over we go. Drop that off. Like, look at that 40 weight. Like, bruh. It's not necessary. It's really just not necessary. And then, I guess cementing paste. Let's just put the cementing paste in here. So let's go ahead and throw in cementing paste. Alright. Whoop, a little bit too much. Got a little bit overzealous there. And then, alright, cool. So we are currently at 800 cementing paste in there alone. And then we'll just kind of throw in some odds and ends into here, because undoubtedly I will need some. And actually, while we're here, fair thing for me to do, I need a spyglass again. I'm going to need crystal. I'm going to need raw metal. No, I just need crystals. Alright, so give me 2 crystals, if you would, my dear. Let's make ourselves a new spyglass. That's the one thing that we kind of, not urgently need, but we really should have. There's not really a good excuse for not having one at this point. Alright, so we're still really, really heavy. Which undoubtedly is because we're holding on to freaking rocks and wood. Yeah. But also, I guess this absurd number of meat is potentially leading to that. And all these pearls, every single one of you pearls, get the fleep out. Get out, all of you, out. Alright, pearls are gone into there, and I suppose... Oh, we actually have 22 raw metal. That's probably not helping our cause very much. Yeah, let's go ahead and dump some of that raw metal away. And that is now all sorted and good to go. And we literally just ran out of spark powder. I think we just witnessed the end of the spark powder. Okay, I'll drop the oil off in there, I guess. There's always, like, there's just so much junk you need to do at so many points during ARK. It's actually kind of obscene. This game is not meant to be played alone. I've come to that conclusion, is that the game is, I think it's fun, like, it's completely fine to play alone, but it's really meant to be played with friends. Because that's just generally what I've found to be the case, is that if you're not playing with friends, this becomes a hassle and a half. It's like, you're talking Hasselhoff levels of hassle, man. It just ain't right. Like, it's almost unbearable how crazy, like, the demands are. And we're gonna have to stick with this for a while. Water jar's fine. Water jar's not that much heavier. It's totally fine. Alright, so go ahead, scoop up some water, eat some food. Then we have to drop a egg. But yep. Let's go into here. Drop off that Giga Egg, and we are going to need to get ourselves a little bit of flint as well. I'm going to check here real quick. Does not appear to be any Quetzal eggs. Would love to find some more. Only thing that we really are looking for from the Giga, or not the Giga eggs, but the Quetzal eggs, are we're trying to find Quetzal eggs so we can tame good Mossy. I would like to tame a good Mossy. I would like to tame a good Giga. Either of those are completely fine, but honestly speaking, the one that would really do it for us, right? Because there's not, like, we're not going to war anytime soon, as far as I know, anyways. Who knows? But as far as I know, there's no plan for war. There's no plan for any of that stuff. It really is just a matter of just kind of for completionist sake, for the sake of being like, yeah, I've managed to do such and such. And for me in particular, I don't really see a particularly good need for, like, finding a high-level Giga, because that would involve me cycling Gigas, and I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense for the server. So I don't think I'm going to really stress out about it too much, so I'm not in any particular rush for that. And same with the Mosasaur. It's like, the Mosasaur is a little bit different. I would say that high-level Mosasaur in general is going to be a lot more handy and useful, but certainly not like an absolute urgent thing. Where did I put your boy at? Did I leave your boy by the shore? No, surely not. Wait a minute, what did I do with your boy? I do not see my beaver. Where did he go? Also, shout out to the fog, being great as usual. What did I do? Okay, I was like not really all that concerned, and now I'm getting increasingly more worried. Where did I put your boy? Also, I don't know what makes that sound all the time, but it just constantly happens. I don't think I left him out here, did I? Okay, there's our raft. Did I leave it out here? This fog is actually making me so sad right now. Alright, whatever. I suppose we'll worry about that later. That's a future Choco problem. And honestly... Oh, there he is. I see him now. Just snuck in. He's all in active camo. Okay, well... If you want to be that way, I guess. Come here. Nope. You. Yeah, that's right. You. Come here. Come on. There we go. Alright, and then we can just go ahead and grab Phoenix, grab your boy. I'm pretty sure I literally said at the very start, like, we don't need to do this, but, whatever. I was worried about it. We have him. Might as well just go ahead and put him to use. Alright, your boy. Hit it up! Get some of that melee damage going, and oh, you have a whole crap ton of wood on you already. You also have a slingshot. Why do you have a slingshot? Why do you have, like, what? Alright. Phoenix, I need you to feel my vibes right now. Yeah, out of the way! And then... I think that will work for the time being. I can just have you land. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead, absolutely just overload poor Phoenix here with like a whole bunch of this. Alright, how much do you have? So I don't actually need you to be that full up on. Yeah, it's not a lot, but whatever. I don't want to micromanage you right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring your boy back. And then we're going to have to go get some stone, and then once we get stone, we should be in good shape. Actually, let's even go dip into some of the stone that we have at the chemistry bench. I think that'll be fine. If we just tap into the chemistry bench stone, we should be okay, I'd say. Then again, we are like kind of right here. To be lazy or not to be lazy? That is the question. We shouldn't be lazy. Ugh. When you know the answer, but you really, really don't want to say it. Cry every time. Alright, come here. I think you're in feeding range now. Let's go get the Dodicarus. I also never did get that flint that I was supposed to get, but that's alright. We'll get flint later. Maybe. Alright, Dodicarus. Let's go ahead and open up the doors. I really doubt you can move. Yep. So, you're going to need to follow me. Follow me. I know, OMG, it's me. And then let's go ahead and gather up some stone on the way. I'm over encumbered. What is that sound, man? It's been driving me nuts. I don't know what that sound is. I don't know what it stands for. It just happens. It's driving me crazy. Slowly make me lose my mind. What little I have left of it. Alright, no, a little bit closer. Don't be shy. Alright. Now, hold on. I know I'm fat, but just deal with it for a moment. I probably should have upped the melee damage before I swung, but whatever. Alright, and then pick up some more stone. Let's make ourselves some crop plots here. Good, good, good. Now with that underway, forward to get a little bit more stone. This Dodicarus has some good hustle. I gotta hand it to him. It tries. It's not. It doesn't look lazy as it runs, which is like, it's commendable. It actually is kind of commendable. All right, and then scroll all the way up and make some more of these. All right, and that should be it. That should be it for now, anyways. Also, actually, while we're out here, I should make a wooden ceiling. which is going to require 60 wood. Easy peasy, lemon squeezies. Alright. Now, the one in the water is a little bit different, right? The one in the water doesn't require us to have 3, just because of the fact that you're talking mainly like a Sarco here and there, and just generally stuff that isn't really all that bad. I don't even know if they can hit the thing if it's like floating on top of the water. So I think it'll be okay. Actually, you know what we probably should do is a stone ceiling. Yeah, we'll do a stone ceiling. So we'll make a stone ceiling. That way, I don't think a Sarco can break through stone. Can you not be a derp? Okay, there we go. Then come on, keep it coming. Doing so well. Come on. There you go. No, 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 dear, no. Oh, Dodicarus. Oh, you're so adorably stupid, but it hurts how dumb you are sometimes. He's trying so hard. No, 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 no. You're going really far the wrong way. Here, come here. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. You're still not doing it. Oh yes, there you go. Oh, you did it. Look at you. You're so good. Good job. Good job. Good job. We are very proud. All right, and then shut the door. Make sure our friends are safe. Oh, look. Oh, where's a monkey? I can't find a monkey to save my life. 300 monkeys later. Cry every time. Alright. And then we got to go into the middle of the inlet. Not really the middle, but, you know, close enough. There's a piranha in the water. There are at least 2 piranha in the water. There are 3 piranha in the water. These guys are jerks. These guys are jerks. Alright. And then... What the? Hi. Hello. How are you, handsome?
Just going for a swim.
It's a lovely day for a swim.
My lake's too small and it's filled with piranhas, so I came here.
Well, enjoy. I'm actually putting in a new security system for the inlet. So.
Security system.
Yeah, Plant Species
Does
X.
it involve handcuffs?
No, it would not. Now, in my defense, I did not leave that note for you in the treehouse. That was someone else. I've heard it's from John. It wasn't from me.
Yeah.
So, I heard that you were throwing out some wild accusations about me trying to frame an individual, and I am hurt. I take full responsibility for my actions.
You know you do that.
I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't do that, but at the same time, I would say that I didn't do it this particular time.
Okay, fair point.
So, yeah. To be fair, your stuff was kind of right next to you. To be fair. PD, that can't possibly be good for you. PD, don't drown, please. I don't want to be responsible for the death of another human being besides Joe and me.
What happened to Joe?
Joe was a random guy we found on the beach, and he never came back to the server, so I kind of drained all of his blood.
Did you do the same with Little Girl 20?
No, she kind of got wiped out from I guess Lachlan more than anyone else.
Did Lachlan kill her?
No, some of her dinos were killed by people, but you know.
She was in the before time, the before me era, so I never got to experience the joys of
yeah, the pre-PD era.
Little Girl 20's presence.
The PP era.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is
2 gigas, by the way. If you're
Huh?
interested. 2 gigas, by the way, if you're interested.
I think I'm good. I mean, there's not really a point to having too many gigas, I don't think. So.
So you got a level 38 and a level 22. Oh, the I found is it's a level 32, I believe. So I mean, if you're looking for a decently high one,
Is it a female?
I think actually yes.
Okay, I might give it a look. I might give it a look then. I don't know, because the thing is, like, once we get the server difficulty all the way up to 1, and then max capture is 120, I believe, and so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to go out of my way to tame a giga, because, like, I can't make kibble out of it, really. I think it's mainly for oviraptors, because, like, they're just the biggest egg. So I don't particularly know if it makes a whole lot of sense for me to go out of my way for gigas. Quetzals are a different story, but gigas they don't really do much for me.
I thought it didn't really matter, like, the server cap limit on... I mean, I know it obviously puts the max on, like, gigas aren't exempt to that, but I've never really seen very high-level gigas no matter what difficulty the server's been on. Like, 32 then was a pretty big surprise to me.
Yeah, no, 32 is really high for, like, what we are at, especially, because the highest you can find is, like, 80 or something. Can we get to land? Because I'm, like, sort of starting to run out of energy.
Fair. Where'd my bird go?
Oh, that's above you. There are mega piranha in the water. Please be careful to not pull the aggro of all my dinos, because you will die. What has he done? So, I'm gonna go ahead and make that stone ceiling now. Da-da-da, ceiling. Go ahead and make that stone ceiling.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I put him on passive. I have to redo every single one. Fudge. I have to go round out the Argentavis as well. Alright, there's that. Can I place this on top? Sure, we can make it like that. I don't think it really matters. And then, can I... Fertilizer, plant species X. Now, are you kind of just irrigated? It's like 14 water on it. Okay, remote use. Alright, whatever. The rains will eventually get it all sorted out. Why can't we have nice things, guys? What is it about what we have that just prevents us from ever having nice things? I ask you. What is it that prevents this from happening? Alright, set that to neutral. Alright, so shark dogs are neutral. Let's get the anglerfish back. Let's not have the angler... Oh my lord. Alright. Let's not have the... Whoop. Alright, come to me, shark dog. We need to reorganize our dinos again. It's fine. I'm not mad at all. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. All right. So let's see. Neutral. And neutral for you. And then a neutral. Oh, you're already on neutral, so you're good. Alright, so the shark dogs are on neutral. Spino needs to come over here and also be on neutral. I have to eventually go find all my Argentavis, which are scattered to the winds at this point. I am not looking forward to doing that. I am really not looking forward to doing that. The more I think about it, the less I look forward to it. But, we'll get it done eventually. Alright, they're in love. Good enough for me. You can also be on neutral over here, buddy. Alright, Terrorbird, Sabertooth, Direwolf. You guys just make your way a little bit closer to me. Is that possible? Little tiny bit closer? No? Guess they don't really have any immediately outstanding things that need to be taken care of. The Raptors are going to be on passive.
I would like to sincerely apologize for my actions.
It's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. I have to just go find everything.
You gotta admit, that had me dying. Like, that was grade A content.
Grade A content, eh? Oh my. Alright, let's see. Raptor. Other Raptor. So what was that one thing that everyone kept on suggesting to me? It was like, go take your Gigas and go destroy someone's base? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Now that I think about it. I'm kidding, guys. I'm only being half serious when I say that, Kappa. I'm not being serious before people start going up in arms like, Choco, it's just a prank, bro. Like, why do you have to be mad? It's only a game. Like, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Alright, come on, you boy. Oh, mother of mercy. Alright, so currently our Spinos are on neutral, our Shark Dogs are on neutral. Changes are our Raptors are no longer... Whoop. Our Raptors are no longer neutral. They're now on passive. So Spinos and Shark Dogs... Shark Dogs should really take care of anything in the water. Like, it should absolutely blow out anything in the water. And the Spinos should take out anything on land or water, but it really shouldn't even come to that. So that's there. We do have to go round up all of our birds. I'm assuming literally every single Argentavis is now gone. I'm assuming maybe there's one. Let's take a look. Let's see how many Argentavis I'm... Oh, crap, you're heavy. This was not... this was not an ideal time for this. Alright, let's see. Let's put down some more of these. Let's put down some more of these crop plots over here. Alright, and then just... Huh? What?
Night watch?
What?
Come here with us. Just like 2 feet away.
Oh wow, you even aggroed Night's Watch? How'd you manage that?
I don't even know what I did in the first place.
My guess is what you did was you flew, like whenever you called your Pterodon, remember how those piranha were attacking?
Right.
I think the Spino hit your
try
Pterodon.
attacking the piranha and swing.
I think what happened was one of my guys probably bit your Pterodon, and your Pterodon freaked out, and then it bit back, and then my guys all got aggro, and then you flew over every dino in the history of my life, and then they all chased after you. On the upside, you didn't get chased by my Giga, so that's good.
Yeah, that's fair, because your bird's pissed at me right now. Well,
No,
actually,
that's the
no,
compy. That's the compy that's attacking you. It's right underneath you. You might want to kill your compy. Petey, you should probably kill that compy.
I'm attempting to.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. Oh. Oh, okay then. Oh, alright.
This doesn't work when I'm encumbered.
What we have here is a failure to communicate, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, failure to communicate. Alright, let's get you to passive. Alright, I guess we'll just call everything that we can. Lady Talon, come to me, my dear. I really don't like that sound. Alright, Chick-fil-A, Featherhead, Bird Boy. RG's over here. So we are looking for Professor, Betty, and then I can't even remember what names I even just said, so I have to go check on all them. I think we have all our Rexes though. I think only Gamma was like interested in what was going on. Yeah, Betty's still there. Pigeon Princess is still there. Avatar is still there. I am guessing Bird Brain is somewhere nearby, so we should be fine. Oh, Featherhead. You adorably stupid bird. Come here. Alright, so there's Betty laying some mad eggs. And Bird Boy is all set. Alright, Chick-fil-A. Let's go see. Oh! Question mark? Did I... That's not good. I think Professor Birdbrain was one of the ones that flew away. Oh no! Please no! Professor Birdbrain? Oh no. Professor Birdbrain, where are you? Please don't tell me that I've forgotten you somewhere. I don't think we forgot him during the aquatics episodes, did we? Oh no. I also really do need to make pens for the small carnivores. Fair point. This is not what we wanted. Oh gosh. I think we lost a Quetzal and Professor Birdbrain. But what did I do with Professor Birdbrain? I actually don't quite remember. I think we brought Professor Birdbrain back to get home. I think Professor Birdbrain should have been around here. The question is, where is he? I'll up the movement speed, I guess. Here, have fish. Have so much fish, you'll be sick of fish until the day you die. Okay, there's the one Quetzal. Okay, so we found the one Quetzal. I think the only one that's unaccounted for is Professor Birdbrain, and I think we'll be fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me of reading. So let me go ahead. Oh, Professor Birdbrain's right there. I'm just blind as a bat. Alright, never mind. We're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, so there is one Quetzal more. I think Tweedledee has a saddle on right now. Yep. Alright, so Tweedledee, give me your saddle. And then... Alright, come here. Come down to me. to me. There you go. Then let's go ahead and let's land you right nice and cozy. Actually, before we wait, no, hold on. Before we land, let's actually put a crop plot up here. This is actually one of the more important areas that we honestly should have done a while ago, but we never got around to defending. When you just get so distracted, like absolutely rip. Alright, what do I need now to make more? I need both wood and stone. Not a great combination. We can get both, but it will be a while. Alright, so let's go get some stone and such. I suppose what this means is that during metal runs, I actually should store the stone while we wait in between, and then we can just kind of make use of everything. I'm not even going to pick up your eggs right now. I just CBA. Alright. Let's go ahead. Get some wood. Okay, there's 400 wood right there. So that puts us over, so we can make 5 more if we want to, as long as we have the stone for it. And I think we can make up the difference here. Can I move at all? No. Alright, so I think I can make the difference up here as long as I just end up actually pick up the stone from the chemistry table. And I think that was all of the Quetzals. So there should be 5 Quetzals in total, including Phoenix, excluding the platform Quetzal. So that it should still be 5 up there, or 4 actually. There should be 4 non-platform Quetzals up there, and that should be everyone. So I actually should probably check that out. So let me see. Let me count. Let me do one more head count here. Some people are getting a little bit nervous about it, and I should do that because that would be due diligence. There's Tweedledee, there's Quetzal, there's second Quetzal. So there's our 2 newest Quetzals. There's Tweedledum, and then there's our platform Quetzal. So there are 4 indeed up here. That looks right to me. I think that's correct. So I don't think we're missing anyone. I think we're actually okay. All right, so let's go down to the chemistry bench. Let's get this all kind of sorted and done. And yep, got some stone here. And then let's craft up some of these. Now, these do cost 100 a pop, so let me just get one more here. Oh, dadgummit. Okay, crop plot. What am I short on? Oh, I'm short on. Oh, I'm short on thatch. Feels bad, man. Of all the things to run short on, thatch. Rip. All right, and then I suppose what we'll do is we'll just run around on Chick-fil-A and then plant them back down eventually. So should be okay. Oh, mother of mercy, I am slow. Come on. Oh my lord. The slow is real. Just land. Just land as soon as you can. Alright, and then let's go ahead. Put these bad boys down. I do want to spread them out a little bit. So let's go ahead, put them right over here. I don't want them to cover too much area, because actually covering too much area would be kind of a detriment to us, because we do use this area every now and then for like abducting things and then bring them over here. Okay, so that's seated, that is now going to be seated, and they're just waiting on water, which will happen with the next rain or until I actually go about and actually put them down, but that shouldn't be too terribly bad. I think we need to put... Do we need to put 2 more over here as well? I can't remember. I think we do. Alright, so let me go ahead, drop some plant species X down here as well. Now we did confirm that these guys don't shoot at our own, right? So we should be okay. I don't think we're gonna run into any strange, like, random problems. I think we'll be A-okay. Okay, land. And then let's put another plant species X right here. Okay, you are not seeded or fertilized, so let's go get that squared away. And then let's get this one squared away as well. Alright, and then that should do it. So these guys should take care of themselves over time. And what I mean by that is they will, eventually rain will fall down. That'll, quote-unquote, irrigate the crop. And then as far as we've ever noticed, it never actually drained any of the water. It just kind of like pretends like, oh, you better watch out, you need me to irrigate. But I've never seen it drain water. So I think what we just need to do is we just need to drop a little bit of water in there and they'll be fine. They should be able to just kind of like hang out and do that. But actually, I have a water jar. I might as well just do that right now because it doesn't drain. So I should only have to remote use it once, I would imagine. And then it would just kind of take care of the rest its own. So let's see if that works. And this guy's already trying to grow. Oh, this guy's already irrigated. Alright, so it's a seedling. This one's not irrigated yet. So let's go ahead, throw in a little bit of water there. Just one thing of water. Well, why am I being so stingy? Alright, there you go. Alright, so now that's irrigated. Well, it's not irrigated. Why is this not showing? Okay, that's me. That probably is just a graphical glitch. Alright, so this one already budding. This one's budding. I'm assuming this one's also kind of budding. It's just kind of taking a little bit longer. So that is all fine and dandy. Let's go ahead, head on over to the water. And let me land real quick. Chick-fil-A, if you would. Thank you, my dear. And then grab some water real fast. And let's see, what can we jettison to free up some weights? Huh, these berries! The berries are the problem. Kappa. Alright, so let's go ahead, fly on up, drop off a little bit of water onto the crops up here. And then what that should do is it should basically stop really stupid things from happening. So like when a raptors are the biggest offenders. Raptors just like rampantly run around like idiots and then just kind of cause problems. This should really, really deter them. Like it really should just basically be like, nope, don't do it. And they'll be like, all right, we won't. Sorry, Dad. I'm just like, great, good job, son. And by son, I mean soon to be victims. But this should either kill them or get them to bleed enough that they'll be like, nah, this isn't worth it, and then kind of back off. That's the hope. That's the hope, and that's the dream. Can't escape. Okay. And then I do want to leave one crop plot over here. Just to prevent... This is mainly for dilos. This one over here is just mainly for dilos. I don't really need this to be too crazy complicated. So, plant species X. I do need some fertilizer. So we're gonna actually let's gather some poop from the Gigas, or not the Gigas, but the Rexes, because this all should be just about ready. Nope, that's your leg. That's the poop. All right, so it should be just about ready on the dung beetle. All right, dung beetle doing some hardcore parkour. I appreciate that. And then drop off the poop and pull out the fertilizer, and then we are in good shape. So now I just have to drop off, well, let's get some water as well. Water. Yeah, alright, cool. So we got ourselves some water, fill up this one, fill up the last one on the top there, and then we should be just about done for the time being anyways. It's obviously not like a comprehensive thing. We'll have to, it's a little bit of trial and error, right? So we have to kind of see what ends up happening with the different crop plots and see if like anything is really lacking or if we need to go and just kind of change a couple things here and there. This is ridiculous. Alright, here, land, just land. Alright. You need to drop off some of these eggs. Picked up eggs, shouldn't have done that. The eggs to the fridge. We should be closing in on 100. Yeah, we're closing in on that 100 egg mark right there. We're getting pretty dadgum close. And what are we? We're missing thatch to make last one, and that should free up a whole lot of weight. So let me go ahead and do that. And we can leave this one kind of over here in the odds and ends area. Something like over here. Doesn't have to be really like well placed or anything like that. Just has to make sure that we cover up our bases more or less. So remote use the item. That should start growing on its own. This one needs a little bit of water as well. Alright, and then let's go ahead and take Chick-fil-A. Actually, why am I taking Chick-fil-A? We should be using Professor Birdbrain, like, religiously. If we use any Argentavis, it should almost always be Professor Birdbrain, just to make sure that we can get him as high level as we can. It's already creeping up on that 200% move speed. Ever so slowly, but surely. But I think Professor Birdbrain also has a higher weight allowance, which is nice. So, up, 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 up. And then... drop off. That is not what I want to drop off. Drop this off. Alright, so now they all have water. They've all been fertilized. And now I just kind of swoop around. And I think we have a couple of odds and ends here. Those three right there, I think need a little bit of water, if I'm not mistaken. It did rain, so I think they actually might be taken care of. Let's just see. Okay, no, they are not taken care of. And they're not even seeded. Okay. So that sorts out that one. These ones technically have a little bit of water on them. I think they'll be fine. They have 3 water, right? This is by no means a lot of water, but I think they'll be okay. Yeah, I'm assuming that they'll be fine. They should be able to tough it out. What'll end up happening is it'll rain and stuff, and the irrigation level will increase and blah, blah, blah. But I don't honestly think it matters all that much if they're irrigated or not. I don't think it really contributes too terribly much to this whole thing. Alright, well, that is all fine and dandy. So, we have all our Argentavis back. Got a little bit of confusion today from the random little guest appearance from Petey. But all in all, pretty good stuff. We did manage to get kind of what we want to get done. So 3 crop plots here, 3 crop plots there, none over there because that's all fenced off and junk. And I don't even know if I've ever run into a problem over there. Maybe in the future we'll add a couple over on this side as well. I just don't really see the point because I don't even think I've ever run into an issue there because we have all these like walls and junk. But we'll see. Perhaps I'll end up revising that feeling a little bit later. But for right now, we got the one in the water. That one should work absolutely fine, and I think it'll be all good. Some people are saying that they require water. I'm going to just hedge my bets on that they'll be fine, because like I don't know. They don't drain the water exceptionally fast. Let's go check on the ones that were 3. If these guys drain to 0, then we have a problem. If these guys did not drain to 0, then I'm assuming that we're fine. Ooh, they did hit 0 actually. Well, I'm not gonna. I will not irrigate them all. I just no way I'm gonna have that many pipes flying everywhere. So it is kind of we're at the mercy of the rains right now, but I think we'll be fine. Rain comes down and often enough in ARK that I really doubt this will become a big issue. And if we need to replant them, it's fine. We can always find a new plant if we absolutely run out, which I really doubt, because we still have how many? We still have 70 plant species X seeds, so we should be a-okay in that regard. So yeah, we should be alright. So, got a little bit more of a defensive setup, all rocking and rolling. There's one last thing that I do want to do today, just to kind of be absolutely certain that we're in good shape here. May jettison some stuff to free up some weight. And we'll throw some of those weird random odds bits and ends there. Alright, looking good. Alright, let's go check on the beavers, and then let's see if we can sneak in one little bit of beaver farming if we can. So we tried 2 areas on land. It'd be nice to try the 3rd, and hopefully the 3rd time is indeed the charm. I am not gonna hold my breath because this has been rough. I'm almost feeling like they patched it maybe. And so far I've been pretty keen on like whenever I feel like something's wrong, it's been wrong. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm hoping on this particular one I'm incorrect and that these beavers are totally fine and we can farm them. But right now I'm feeling like that might not be a thing. I tried one thing that you have not yet, the Yeti, which can only be found in the snow cave. I don't know if they have a dossier though. Yeah, but I consider that to be a boss, honestly. I consider that to be a boss thing. Alright, let's see here. So the beavers did despawn out of the water. Or not out of the water, but out of the little cage that we made them. I don't think they were killed. I'm pretty sure they just despawned, and then, yep, they're... I don't know why I was looking at that one, because they're clearly over here. So let's go ahead and build them here. You do see them building on sand. I know there were some people who are saying, like, you have to build on rock. That's just not true. Let's violently thrash a Dilo. Alright, violently thrash some Dilos around. Alright, some good Dilo thrashing later. We are now here. Alright, cool. So we need to start off with the fence foundations again. But hopefully this will be the last time we have to do this. I think let's just build it in the area around that one house they made. I think that might be the best way to go about it, because we know for a fact that they have done it before. They should be able to do it again. There shouldn't be any problem. Alright, I'm assuming I need wood? Question mark? Yes, we need wood. We're also kind of running lowish on thatch, so that should do us just fine. I actually need thatch. Alright, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looking good, my friends. And then let's go ahead, start putting them down around the actual beaver house. And let's see. Let me get a little bit closer to you, my friend. Alright. So I say we negotiate it to be like half the distance. Excuse me, pardon me, my friend. We are soon to be partners in illustrious cementing paste business, so I expect us to get along fabulously. Alright, extra stone here, easy peasy. Little rocks and bits. Alright. Okay, so that looks good to me. I'm gonna go ahead, start like right over here. That is not at all correct. Right. And then that is looking fine. All the way around it. Can I harvest you? Are you harvestable? No, you're not. I just don't think you are. Okay. Oh, and we actually need... we actually had the perfect amount. We had literally the perfect amount. That was insane. Alright, let's see here. Where are we? We are here. Let's go ahead and expand this out. And then... that should snap perfectly. Good. And then we just need the walls at this point. Walls. Okay, we're gonna need... actually, is it cheaper to make doors? Oh, it is. It's a fair ways cheaper. Okay, yeah, let's just do doors. Doors will be easier. All right, so we need 12 doors. Do I have the stone for that? No, I'm gonna need a little bit more stone, but I'm gonna need primarily wood and thatch. All right, so let's go ahead, break down some wood and thatch, get all that sorted out. Oh, there's our raptor. Let's go ahead. What the? You guys see that? He just like flopped in the air. That was cheating, man. Don't cheat. Alright. What the fleet? Hello, Air Force One. Could you leave me alone? Alright. And let's see. That takes us to 4. And we are primarily lacking in wood. So let's go ahead and sort that out. Okay. Looking grand, boys. Looking grand indeed. And then that should see us the rest of the way through. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the site. You see, they're wandering past where that house... I don't get it. I don't understand why the first one didn't work, but you know what? At this point, I'll be happy if it just works. I don't even care. Okay, game. Just try to tell me I was too close to a foundation or snap point. Which makes no degree of sense. Alright, what are we lacking right now? We are lacking stone. Alright, cool. So we have, what, 4 more to go? So 4 more to go. I know we could harvest, like, we can just demolish the old one and get some more, but... eh. Leave my bird alone, please. Look at it. It's just looking at him. It's like, Oh, he's like, nah. That's a bad life decision. You thought correctly. Alright, let's go ahead. Just do this all with doorways. I just want to make sure it works, because we know that they can't escape from them, so I'm not too terribly concerned about the details here. Alright, let's go find the old buggers now, shall we? Let's dial in. Ah, there's one of the beavers. Hello. Oh, you're level 82. Wow, you're actually quite a beast. Alright, there's the other one right over there. Both male, though. How sad. Alright. Goodbye, Dilo. Goodbye. Bye. I said bye, darn it. Hello? There we go. And then I should just be able, and just kind of show you guys what I mean. I should just have to do this. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if, no. Ooh. So a little bit, a little bit dicier than I actually thought it would be, but regardless, that's okay. Really, Dilo? You serious, bro? Like, you serious, man? Alright, let's violently thrash that one about. Alright, thrash around that ants. Ooh, what's this? Oh my gosh, they went on absolute terror. They just destroyed. Whoa, hey there. Let's not be all crazy now, huh? So this is literally in the dead smack center, right? But even so, even with it being dead smack center, it's actually not that bad. Admittedly, I am trying to find a good angle. Okay, so both the beavers are in there, can confirm. What the heck? What are you biting? Alright, and then we can just drop off all the wood. Alright, good stuff. And then I should just be able to, whoop. Ah, alright, good. So I do pop out. It's not flawless, but at the same time, it's a lot better than having to just kind of dip in, move them all, and all that junk. It's a little bit more controlled, right? Oh, it's trying to break the walls. It's trying to break these door frames here. It can't. Laugh at your futility. All right. Well, we'll leave them alone. Hopefully, they'll not despawn. They did fight like 800 saber-tooth salmon, which is kind of crazy. They killed a whole bunch of saber-tooth salmon. But, all right. Hopefully that will settle things for us. Hopefully. I'm not entirely sure how things will go down, but it is my hope that that will be enough. If not, I would say that the risk is a little bit higher here, that they get killed by arbitrary bull shrimp, but they should be fine. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. If they end up getting killed, I'm going to say that at that point it's not a despawning issue. It's more of an issue if something is coming in and killing them. And so we're going to have to like surround it with like spike walls or something. We're going to have to sort out some kind of compromise to make sure that they're safe. But once we're set up and we're going to be good. But a little bit more cementing paste to our name. More than we've gotten in the episodes where we had no beavers. So, I mean, there's that. But we got ourselves a lot more rare flowers, rare mushrooms, overall in general, so feeling pretty good. I feel like we did actually accomplish a fair bit. So, anyways, that is it for this episode, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, be sure to check out PD's channel. He, of course, yeah, that happened. But yeah, we'll absolutely, hopefully, look forward to doing some more stuff, and hopefully PD will come along with the adventures. So that'd be cool. But we'll see how that all goes down. And speaking of rain and how it's frequent, there we are, vindicated. So this rain is going to help get all the water flowing onto our crop plots here. And just as kind of proof from the water, let me just take a look at some of our crop plots and just see. Because I think for the most part, we filled them up with just 100 each, right? And they kind of went down a little bit because they drained a little bit here and there. So we'll see. Let's take a look. What happened to you? You are not seated. Okay. Well, that's not what we want. Okay, so now you are seated. 161, 132, 129. And I can see that it just ticked upwards. It's not a huge tick up, admittedly. It's kind of a low one, but it is going upwards. That's starting to bud right there. See that budding? See that budding? These three are budding. Those three are budding. That one is budding. That just leaves the one over here on the side. And then that should be the three last bits of plant species X. And then as these guys grow up, yep, they're all budding as well. So I don't know what was up with that one random one, but that should settle them all. The only thing at this point that I might have to be a little bit worried about is if they run out of fertilizer. I am going to be taking a little bit of a break from the server for a little while because I'm just going to be busy with some other stuff going on offline. But we shouldn't be back too late to the point where it's a huge problem. And if they end up like kind of taking a little bit of a hit, then we can just of course replant it. It's not a big deal. We're not in any particular rush to do it. It's just kind of another nice thing that we can get done. That would be kind of handy, but absolutely zero rush to get this done. Would be nice to have, but not essential. So either way, that is going to be it today, guys. Let me get Phoenix back home before we actually call it a day here. So I do not like him being that far away from home. I am still a fair ways heavy. Why am I so heavy? Oh, because I have like 9 billion wood on me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. That is a lot more reasonable. I was like, why am I still so darn heavy, man? Alright, let's see here. Yeah, he's still carrying on a whole bunch of wood. Alright, well, anyways, that is all. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, safe day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!